Hari Om everyone. Please settle down fast. We are going to start today's Maitrimilan session with 3 rounds of Omkaras. Inhale. Starting prayer. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Samgam Bhagavate Nitya Yoga Yuktaya Satchidananda Rupine Vinayakaya Namaha. Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyoma Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Namah Shri Yatirajaya Vivekananda Suraye Satchit Sukhaswarupaya Swamine Tapaharine Swamine Tapaharine. Samrasya prayer. Sangachatvam samvadatvam sambho manaham srijanatam deva bhagai yatha purve sanjanana upasate samano mantras samitis samani samanam manasah chittamesham samanam mantra abhimantrayevaha samanena ho havishajuhomi samani vahakutihi samana hridayani vaha samanamastu omanaha yatha vasu sahasati. Panchangam. Adyatana Panchangam. Panchavinshatyadhika Ekashatotara Panchasahasratama Kaliyugabdaha Shri Shobhakrut Nam Samvatsaraha Uttarayanam Grishma Rituhu Jyeshtha Masaha Shukla Pakshaha Pratipattithi Kritika Nakshatram Atiganda Yoga Kinstugna Karanam Mandavasara. Today's date 20th May 2023 Saturday. Tithescha Shriyamapnoti Varadayushyavardhanam Nakshatradharte papam Yoga Droga Nivaranam Karna Karya Siddhischa Panchanga Phalamuttamam. Sarvesham Shubhamastu. Shloka from Bhagavad Gita. Samoham sarvabhuteshu मयि ते तेषु चाप्यहम्. Meaning, I am equally disposed to all living beings. I am neither inimical nor partial to anyone, but the devotees who worship me with love reside in me and I reside in them.
Namaste everyone, Suprabhatam. At present, from shloka number 20 up to this shloka 29, the topic that we are covering is two types of devotees are talked about, Sakama and Nishkama. Who is Sakama? Who is seeking outside object, people, situation, position for happiness. And Nishkama Bhakta is seeking God, the permanent happiness. Now, in shloka number 28, it was told, Nishkama Bhakta will attain the ultimate happiness. Now there can be a question that is not Bhagavan partial? So Bhagavan also has likes and dislikes. So Bhagavan will give moksha, the ultimate happiness, to only his Nishkama Bhakta. What about Sakama Bhakta? So is not Bhagavan partial towards devotees? So for that, this shloka is the answer of Bhagavan. First we'll do Padavicheda. Samaha aham sarvabhuteshu na me dveshyaha asti na priyaha ye bhajanti tu mam bhaktya mai te teshu cha api aham. So this shloka is saying that Samaha aham sarvabhuteshu, I am the same towards all the devotees, towards all the people. There is no partiality. There is nobody for whom I have less blessings and there is nobody for whom I have more blessings. Just imagine the sunlight which is available for everyone. Like that, grace of Ishvara, blessing of Ishvara also is available to everyone. Now Bhagavan is further emphasizing this by saying, Name dveshyaha asti. There is nobody whom I hate. Na priyaha. There is nobody who is my favorite. Then what is making the difference? Some devotees getting moksha and some devotees are not getting moksha. What is the difference? Our effort determines the effect. How much I am going to tap Ishvara's grace, that depends on my effort. It is the devotee's choice. What a devotee wants, that makes the difference. That Bhagavan is saying in the next line. Ye bhajanti tu mam bhaktya. Those who are seeking me, the God, as the goal, means they are worshipping me with nishkama bhavana. Maite, they are in me. They are committed to this spiritual pursuit. And teshu cha api aham. I am in them. I am available to them in the form of grace, Ishvara's grace. Now the message of the shloka is that Bhagavan is not doing partiality with anyone. What a devotee is asking for, Bhagavan is giving him the same thing. Just take example of fire. So fire is same for all of us. It is neither having like for someone and nor having dislike or hatred for someone. But imagine in winter there is a fireplace and you are sitting near to that fireplace. You will get warmth of fire. But suppose I am sitting far away from the fireplace and then complaining, fire is not giving me warmth. So is it not my foolishness? My orientation towards the fire determines whether I will get the warmth or not. Similarly, my attitude towards the God determines whether I will get the blessing or not. Now for both Sakama and Nishkama Bhakta, Bhagavan's blessing is there, but in different forms. Take the example of a professor, any of your professor who is also a very good cook. And suppose one of you like to have food, you are fond of having food. Now that professor invites two students at home, one who likes food and one who is more interested to learn the subject. Now when two students are going home, two types of devotees, one who like food, one who like knowledge. The one who is liking food, his desire also is fulfilled because professor has cooked some food for the student, and the student who wants to learn the knowledge, his desire also is fulfilled. So what the students asking, based on that professor is giving. And also Bhagavan wants to make sure that Sakama he is not against Sakama Bhakta. Sakama Bhakti, desiring material goal, is not prohibited action that will not pull you down, but that will also not help you to uplift, that will not help you to grow spiritually. There is a stagnation. For that, we have to understand three types of actions. First one is, are you able to see the letters there? Okay. First one is Sattvika action. Second is Rajasika. Third one is Tamasika action. Sattvika action is that action, duties which we are supposed to do. When we do that, that is Sattvika action. And the bhavana that is governed, that is Nishkama Bhakti. And what is the benefit? When I do Sattvika karma, it is not only I get benefit. There are more number of students who will be benefited by that, by any kind of Sattvika action. You can only think. When you do dhanam, when you help others, it is not only you are benefited, the other people are also getting benefited. So number of beneficiaries are more. Second is Rajasika action, governed by Sakama Bhakti, means they are doing desire-based activities. What about number of beneficiaries? That is limited. How? Because I want to be benefited myself and maximum my family. Only that much good I want. That type of action will be considered Rajasika action. Third one is Tamasika, prohibited action. There is zero number of beneficiary. Only I get the benefit. Not only that, I try to get the benefit at the cost of harming others. So that is Tamasika action. Next PPT. So Bhagavan has given a proportion. What is the proportion? Increase the Sattvika action, reduce the Rajasika action, and completely avoid Tamasika action. What is the benefit of it? Purification of mind. Now you may have a question, what will I do with this purity of mind? First we have to understand, okay, before that, purification of mind, why it is required, that's let us see. See, take example of a Sakama Bhakta who is seeking material goal. Now, for seeking material goal, he is praying, he is getting the result. For what? For getting the ultimate happiness. But he, by repeatedly exposed to this kind of desire, he has seen one thing, that whatever he is getting, it is not permanent in nature. It stays for some days, give happiness, but after that the happiness reduces. So an intelligent Sakama Bhakta will have a question, is there anything in the world which will give me permanent happiness, which will never go away? Then suppose he comes to somebody who is introduced to Shastra and that person says that yes, our Shastra says there is something called moksha which will give you ultimate permanent happiness, which will never go away from you. But for that what you have to do? You have to understand the true nature of yourself and Ishvara. Now here comes the problem. It is very difficult to understand what do you mean by true nature of Ishvara and true nature of the self. For that, systematic study of Shastra for a long period of time has to be continued under a guru. Not only that, some preparations are required, and that preparation is called this purification of mind. For understanding purification, first you have to know what is the impurity of the mind. Impurity of the mind is something that disturbs or agitates your mind. Likes and dislikes are called the impurities of the mind. How? Because when raga and dvesha, likes and dislikes are very strong in the mind, when my desire is fulfilled, I am excited. That excitement also disturbs the mind. And when it is not fulfilled, not according to my likes and dislikes, that also disturbs the mind. I get agitated, frustrated, depressed. So in that way, likes and dislikes are impurities of the mind. Now how Sattvika action helps for purification of the mind? See, whenever Sattvika action are being done, the actions are governed by the sense of duty, not based on what I want, I don't want. So it is based on a duty. And raga and dvesha, likes and dislikes are less used. And when it is less used, they are reduced. How? You can see for any part of your physical body. Whichever part you use less and less, that part becomes weaker and weaker. So same principle is being used for this purification of mind also. Now what is the lesson that Bhagavan wants to give? See, to know that fire will burn your finger, do you need to really touch the fire and then know? There will be people around who will tell you that fire is hot, it will burn your hand. And by listening to that, you can avoid that burning. So to avoid that sorrow, Bhagavan is giving the path. First you follow this proportion. Based on that you get purification of mind. Be prepared. Make your mind prepared for the knowledge. Get knowledge, and through knowledge you get the permanent happiness. That is the message. Thank you.
Today I have the pleasure and privilege of announcing the grade which the NAC has given. You know, we all know that recently the NAC team had come, and the peer came and then examined every aspect of it and every aspect of functioning of this thing. And yesterday evening we received this grade, the NAC A+ grade. We have retained our earlier grade A+, which in itself is a very, very nice thing, and it is the result of all of us, the students, faculty, the non-teaching staff, the management, and all the supporters of S-VYASA. Now, let's give ourselves a very, very big hand. Though you're not, this is the mail which was sent by the NAC Bangalore to us. You know, NAC, just only one more minute I will take. What does NAC grade mean to us? Actually, NAC grade helps us to reassess ourselves. So we know our strengths, we know our weaknesses, we know our challenges, so that we can improve upon them. That is the whole purpose of NAC assessment and accreditation. And we get a good grade only when we all work together and when we all travel the path of success and path of excellence, which our Bhagavad Gita keeps on mentioning. All of us have worked. The students, you also have given the feedback. The teachers have worked tirelessly, and then non-teaching staff and the management, every one of us have worked. However, there are some people who have ran extra mile. So, though we will actually have a separate function when after our Guruji, who actually conceived the entire system itself, system of this education, yoga education at the university level. In fact, we pay our gratitude to Guruji for establishing such a wonderful university and giving us all opportunity to be part of that. Now currently he's in Delhi. After he comes back, maybe we can have a formal function. But we thought it would be a good idea for us to just mention this grade and then what we have received yesterday evening. As I was mentioning, all of us have worked, but then some of us have taken an extra mile to really ensure that everything happens. And then I would particularly wish to mention that IQAC team, which is actually created, it's a part of the NAC. The internal quality assessment cell of the university has taken the lead to ensure that everything is collated, constructed and then written in a proper format and then submitted. So maybe I should like to mention IQAC chairman, and also the 7 criteria. We have various aspects of our university functioning were assessed by the NAC. There are 7 different criteria, and then all the criterion coordinators also are mentioned here. I'll just mention some of them may be here, some of them may not be here because some of them are on leave. I mentioned maybe Dr. Bharti Devi, the IQSL coordinator. You may just come here and then hoist the flag. And then the criteria 1 was coordinated by Dr. Vidyashree and Dr. Sri Gauri. And then criteria 2 by Dr. Ranjita, who is on leave. Please. And then criteria 3 by Dr. Deepeshwar Singh. Please, sir. And then criteria 4, Dr. Ritesh Myers. Criteria 5, Dr. Prasanna and Dr. D.P. George. And criteria 6, Dr. Bhavana, who is also on leave. And then criteria 7, Dr. Arundhati and Dr. Saubhagya Lakshmi. The S-VYASA places its appreciation, sense of appreciation, and also thanks you for all the efforts which you have put, hours and hours of work which you all have done, and then we thank you formally. The excellence, yogaha karmashu kaushalam, we say. So we got only a 3.31 grade, which is A plus. There is one more grade above us, A plus plus, 3.5 and above, up to 4. It's a scale of 4. For that we got 3.31 as the our CGPA. But there is one more level which we can definitely achieve, and then it's for all of us to work hard for the next 5 years so that we may achieve the best, which is what Bhagavan Krishna emphasizes. Excellence in action is yoga. So once again we take this opportunity to thank Guruji and all the elders who have really brought this S-VYASA into existence right from 2002, and then it has come to what it is now. We thank them, and then we will have separately an official function later on. But once again, we thank IQAC and its team for their effort. Thank you.
We'll end the session with Shanti Mantra. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramaya, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschid Dukha Bhave. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. All of you please stand up. National anthem. Jana Gana Mana Adhinayaka Jaya He Bharata Bhagya Vidhata Punjab Sindh Gujarat Maratha Dravida Utkal Banga Vindhya Himachala Yamuna Ganga Uchala Jaladi Taranga Tava Shubha Name Jage Tava Shubha Ashisha Mange Gahe Tava Jaya Gata Jana Gana Mangala Dayaka Jaya He Bharata Bhagya Vidhata Jaya He Jaya He Jaya He Jaya 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 He. Bharat Mata Ki Jai. Vande Mataram.